Hi, people. This is Gio of Aroundtable, and today will be Justice League number 3. And I'm gonna start right away with sorry for making the boo boos. In the other one and two, I said female, a couple of times if female fatale. I know it's not Marvel. It's the Furies. Cause I don't have no port form things. I have only port form. I don't have a memo in front of me reading everything's in that. And also the same thing. I made another boo boo. So then I say instead of saying D side, I would say Apocalypse or I would say the Dark Side, whatever. And then the other one I forgot to mention is Jonah Jones. Okay, like he's dark green because compared to the other four color stone, he's not like them because one was light green and another color and this. It's because he's made of the best of all those four races, tribes that you want to prefer them. And being that he's has the highest qualities of all of them put together into his thing, at the end, he ends up being even more powerful than them. Like, for example, if one of them has super strength, his Jonah Jones' strength is more powerful than the strongest of the Martians of history. A telepath. Take the strongest telepath of all four tribes, he will surpass. Because the reason is DNA is at its perfection, evolves him to a higher category. So that's Jonah Jones. That's why he's the best of all Martians, kind of sense. And he's gonna be the messiah of that planet and all that. And so that's it. So I did a lot of boo boos. I'm sorry if you know that. Now let's go back to Sinistro. Sinistro is he's trying to investigate where John Stewart was last spotted when they found him, and where he could have entered. So he's trying to find where he was. Okay, so and he leads trails and he finds out the first spot that he ended up appearing on the Earth on our solar system, but it's sealed. Like his ring is not able to investigate further than that. But however, a couple of 100 feet away or distance away, there's an opening that when he erupted the reality from his dimension or time, whatever, to our dimension and time, that rapture opened an opening in space. So Sinistro wants to investigate, and it leads into the antimatter. Yeah, and he goes there. He goes to Quart, and he sees all these warriors with lightning bolts and everything. So Sinistro, like too much of a proud power, hunger cop there, kind of sense there, or military. He's very like I'm the Almighty all of a sudden. So whoever did it, whoever flexed their chest more bigger than everything, they start fighting against each other. And it's starting, but all of a sudden the high lord of all these warriors comes out and goes, stop, that's Sinistro, our future messiah, or our messiah, let's put it this way. Sinistro goes there, how did they know, and he said Sinistro, and he goes, how did they know my name? He goes, oh, they're psychics, they're able to read my mind or something. So they're kind of they're stopping or slowing down, they're firing at him. So Sinistro goes, okay, I'm gonna play with this little joke, but I'll be ready on guard. And if they're trying to lead this dumb idiot who's the best of the Green Lanterns, goes, and that's the other thing. I said Green Lantern a couple of times. I said Guardian of the Galaxy was Green Lantern. Okay, so I'm sorry again. So he goes in the temple, and there's statues of Sinistro, paintings, you name it. He's all around this temple. Because and there's where is the statue of Sinistro and everything. There's a nice beautiful box on it. He goes, "This is your gift to us, because you're gonna be our leader. You're gonna be our Messiah to bring us to the next level." Sinistro goes, "What? Like they're talking about?" He opens the box and it's a yellow ring. Yeah, we all know what Sinister's supposed to come later on. So this Sinistro declines. Goes, "Look, I'm sorry. Maybe you got it wrong. It's another Sinistro for another dimension. It ain't me. And if it's me, it ain't right now, because right now I'm the best and the ultimate complete Green Lantern warrior, soldier or whatever, sir, of all time." Goes there, goes when I retire, goes there to be nobody above me, because I'll break the barriers that nobody can ever surpass me until the end of the universe. So he declines, goes, "But thank you very much," and goes there, and he left, and the warriors did nothing, and you see that the highest warrior saying, "Oh, he's gonna come back," because he was a prophecy. Now we see go back to John Stewart. He's in Oa again still. His memories are starting to come back slow or short, and he's able to see things all through his own mind, some things he's seen on TV, and he sees things through the eyes of who holds the ring before he did, and he sees like through the guy's eyes, he's able to see the Superman, Wonder Woman, this and that, and they don't look exactly like the Wonder Woman, like the Justice League of my version kind of sense. Okay, so now you try and wonder, is it the future, another multi-universe dimension, whatever? And so they're fighting, but they're not fighting Darkseid or Apocalypse, what you want to call it. So they're fighting somebody else, but you don't know who they are. Certain point, you see the reflection of the person, and it's Guy Gardner. Yeah, he's the Green Lantern in that universe. And there's Firestorm and this and that. He's part of that Justice League. Certain team members are different, like than the one over there. Who's there, who's not there, and all that. You could decide how you want to do it. Blow point is they all end up dying. Okay, so and when the green ring you see coming out of the finger, you see another energy emerges with the ring, and that's why the Guardians cannot read it. It's a Green Lantern ring, and there's another energy fused with that Green Lantern ring. Now, who's that the other ring? I'm gonna tell you now. I'm gonna tell you later. Who cares? Suffer. Now back to Abim Sur. He's going towards his ship and all the information he has on the ship with the ring and this and that. It's leading him towards where Earth is supposed to be, where John Stewart is. He's from that Earth or not, or does this Earth exist in their universe kind of sense? But then he sees this big, looks like an asteroid and everything. But as close he gets, he sees that there's testicles, kind of like octopus arms and everything. And he gets close. All of a sudden, it lights up, and it's a spaceship kind of sense. Weird one. And it starts attacking the ship, and he goes out trying to defend the ship at the same time, fight against the thing. And so he's trying to tell us, look, we're here at peace. We're at peace. But the thing is still firing him. After all the damaging him and the ship is getting, he decides, okay, look, let's get out of here. Let's put where we've seen this anatomy, because we're not strong enough to fight this humongous ship. As soon as he leaves, see the ship turns around. It's a big humongous skull. It has all those octopuses, testicles, arms, legs, what you want to call it. I don't know. It's not testicles, that's for sure. Anyways, and it's Brainiac 5. Now Brainiac 5, then it's shut. Then it's lighting up and everything. And you're gonna see him later on in my version of Superman. Okay, because he fights with Superman. Okay, now with the Justice League. So that solves that part. Yeah, I'm looking at my point form because I don't make no boo-boos no more, okay? Now, back to Krypton. Now, Krypton, what happens, they're starting to fight, okay? And you see the Apocalypse are getting there. And you see this, like, there's a disc that comes out, but it's humongous, okay? But then after, there's all the little circles all around it, and it breaks into two pieces. One goes to the North Pole, and one goes to the South Pole. Then there's all these legs coming out, the cables coming out and everything. Those are the things that sucks the DNA completely. So they're huge, this thing. It looks like a spaceship when it comes out, when it breaks in two. And then the more it sucks all the live DNA and everything, the more the cables get longer until they end up touching each other, because each planets are different sizes, right? So it loops the planet, and it sucks it dry completely. It becomes a dead planet. Certain dead planets ends up being a dead planet for the rest of our life. Certain dead planets ends up cracking and exploding or breaking in pieces, whatever. It all depends on what kind of planet, what was the substance of the planet, okay? So that thing is coming out, and it's trying to loop Krypton. On Krypton, Joel, the father of Kal-El, him and Zod are like blood brothers. They're not like the comic. They made them. They're not like the comic book. Their respect to each other is beyond belief. They're like the same corn, different size. That's why they love each other so much, because it's so different that each one has a quality the other one would wish they had a bit more. That they're like the respect for each other is incredible. One is a genius mentally. The other one is a genius in strategy. One is perfect. His physic is incredible from warfare, while the other one is physic it's really his mind. It's to the next level. So they're all complete in different ways. It's like a yin and the yang kind of sense. But together they love each other like brothers, like so much you don't believe. So Joel tells Zod, goes, look, get the best warrior, gets the most elite, the best fit Kryptonians to escape Kryptonian, that in case you guys start being genocide completely, you find later on with time with all the science equipment you're taking with you, you could go in a new start evolving a new citizenship and everything on another planet, which is they go through the Phantom Zone because they can't like John Byrne, which I like is John Byrne's story because he was thinking the way I was thinking. They cannot leave the Kryptonian ozone layer. Whatever it is, there's a certain attach them to the Earth, the spirit, how you want to call it, to the Kryptonians, and that they can't leave. That when that energy strain breaks the link, and they die when they surpass the the atmosphere. But when they go to the Phantom Zone, it's different. And then also they have armors with DNAs of other alien races and everything, because they do interact with other alien races, can come to the planet and everything, that they're able, or in genetics and everything, that in this Phantom Zone, they're able to survive for a long time with all these, and then that all these machines from Krypton and the Kryptonians to make them survive, that they don't have to eat or this and this and this until they can evolve and start colonizing a planet or whatever, or they unless how long they're gonna stay in the Phantom Zone kind of sense. So Joel tells Zod, you have to get out of there, and it goes you're the last grim of hope for the Kryptonians civilization. And Zod goes, how about you? Come with us. Because no, because I gotta be with my wife, and I goes, I'm planning to do the last experiment that in case you don't succeed, I might succeed, but I doubt it. Not as good as you guys are gonna do. So he goes to the Phantom Zone, he closes it, boom. He goes to his place. He takes his little baby. Now, automatically you never see Kal-El. So you don't know how he looks. Okay, so you don't know how human he is. And then he puts him in a spaceship and he fires him towards Earth because don't forget, Adam Strange's father told Joel that more or less where the sun where he had the thing like they did a movie where Earth is, and Joel ends up finding where exactly that place is. So he fires the plane with Kal-El in there to there. Now here it is. That spaceship, okay, is created that whoever opens gets privilege to make the baby in there close to the person's DNA, to almost to a T, that the resemblance is very not scary but close. So for example, if Joel flies a ship, goes on Earth, lands on Africa, whoever the African tribe that opens up, or country or city, whatever you want to call it, he will look like that person who opened the spaceship. He goes in Russia, he'll look like a Russian, whoever opened it. Same thing with in the Asian countries or that. Now, he lands on, for example, in Canada, okay, and he's up north, but it's not an Aboriginal or whatever. It'll be a guy from Trinidad, for example, because he's there in a lab and everything. He opens it. The kid's not gonna look, the baby will not look like an Aboriginal. He's gonna look like a Trinidad because he opened the spaceship. So that solves all these dumb things they've been doing with Superman. The Superman, President Superman, because he's Black American, or the other this and that, and they should make an example the evil Superman that crashed in World War II Germany. They should have made him blue eyes, blonde hair. Then in Russia, they should have made him look more Russian kind of sense. So that's what it is. That's why there's a Kal-El, Black American, because the one who opened the spaceship was a Black American. And you see how I fixed all their mistakes? So that's what it is. So Kal-El is in space already. We still don't look how they look 100%. And to me, it's like, good. Make people think about how they might look as an alien race, because you know why? They're going to die, all of them anyways. So who cares? So that is. So Kal-El goes in space. I'm going to put it with, and then. So anyways, I look. Now it's almost 50 minutes. So I'm going to stop with Kal-El throwing Kal-El's going towards Earth and this and that. And now I'm going to continue later on. So I'll give you part 2 later on. Okay. So Geo out for now for part 1, and part 2 is right next to it. There you go. Bye, guys.